Now, I never thought I would be making this kind of video, mainly because I didn't want to steer my kind of content in a way that I would just be reacting to drama, right? Let me set the stage, okay? I've just finished a 4-hour stream, I'm taking a break, I'm getting some food, and I'm ready to go to bed, okay? I lay down, I turn off my PC, I lay down on my bed, and what do I see when I start scrolling through Twitter? I see the most stupid, weird, oddly erotic bullshit I think I've ever seen in my entire life. For anyone who doesn't know, there's been a recent trend going on Twitch where users such as Morgpie would basically just go on stream topless, but because she wasn't showing everything, she technically wasn't breaking the rules, but she was, because it's so blatant in what she's doing. I mean, for goodness sake, the only thing she's oiled up is her knockers. And recently she was banned because, I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, you expect to be banned when you're doing something like this. And everybody thought that would just sort of be the end of it. But Twitch, being the stupidest streaming company I've probably ever seen in my entire life, which is why, by the way, I only stream on Kick, link in the description below, is exactly why I do not upload on there. So this is an article I've just seen from Deserto.com, and they've said that Twitch updates sexual content guidelines amid topless meta backlash. Twitch has updated its guidelines on sexual content following mass outrage that occurred as a result of new topless meta taking over the site. It wasn't a meta. It was simply someone who found a new way to exploit the system and get more likes. Okay, that is technically a meta, but you know what I'm talking about. Morgpie's stream, who is the person in question, who's also an OnlyFans model, not that I'm going to shame her for being an OnlyFans model, I think that's absolutely fine, showed the broadcaster seemingly topless, sparking outrage on the net as to what kinds of content was allowed on Twitch. 3 days later, she was banned. Now, I think that's fair enough. I think it was so blatantly obvious what she was trying to do, especially when she was only oiling up her knockers. It's pretty obvious what she was trying to do. She was trying to get people to click on her channel because it was the closest you could get to nudity without it being full-on nudity on the Twitch platform. Naturally, she was banned, and a lot of people thought that would be the end of it. But for whatever reason, Twitch has officially switched up its guidelines in relation to sexual content on its platform, making big changes for streamers. Now, this is basically what they've had to say. We've gotten feedback that our policies surrounding sexual content are unclear, so we've drawn clearer boundaries between what and is not permitted on Twitch. We also recognise that not everyone wants to see certain content, so we're updating our criteria for homepage recommendations. Twitch also admitted that its previous outlook on this content was out of line with industry standards and resulted in female presenting streamers being disproportionately penalised. What are you fucking talking about, Twitch? What are you on about? For years, female streamers have been showing their bosoms, their buttocks, basically their entire body as much as basically, at least a small minority of Twitch streamers would end up showing their entire body caked in as little clothing as possible, you know, for views and clicks, right, for their streams, right? You know, just pretending to fall over or pretending to bend down to pick something up. Like, it's obvious what they're trying to do, right? So I don't buy this argument at all. Other policies that were once prohibited that are now allowed include fictionalized, fully exposed female presenting breasts and or genitals or buttocks regardless of gender, body writing on female presenting breasts and or buttocks regardless of gender, and erotic dances that involve disrobing or disrobing gestures such as strip teasers. Certain dances such as twerking, grinding and pole dancing are now allowed to stream on Twitch without a label, and broadcasts that are labelled with drugs, intoxication or excessive tobacco use will no longer be allowed on Twitch's homepage. So you're telling me, Twitch, that you don't want to show gambling, but you are happy to let people twerk and pole dance and striptease on your site freely and happily? What are you on about, Twitch? They say this marks the first major shift for Twitch's policies on such content. While responses currently appear to be mixed, many viewers are happy about the changes coming to the site's homepage regardless. Morgpie, famous for popularising topless meta, has responded after the platform made big changes to the site and said that it was, well, basically said, oh, well, thank goodness for that. It gives creators much more freedom while also keeping this content from reaching the wrong audience. Bravo, Twitch. I do not understand why Twitch are doing this. I really, really do not. To me, it seems like this is just them trying to appease more female streamers, to encourage them to strip a lot more, to do more provocative things in order to get clicks, which is something that, I mean, look, if a guy stripped down and showed his buttocks on stream, he would be banned. 100%, no question about it, okay? But now it seems that if a female does it, it's absolutely okay under the new sort of guidelines, right? It also says that they're happy to show, like, animated breasts or whatever, like, for whatever reason, right? I will be interested to see if they manage to keep this up if somebody accidentally sees an animated cock and balls. I will be interested to see if Twitch suddenly keep their thing for that, or whether it is just a female naked body they don't care about. Regardless, let's see how they follow through with these sorts of things. If I'm honest though, I'm not very happy with the way that they're basically putting this together, and it's sort of a shame that it's sort of come to this for Twitch, because they've been struggling recently. Basically, they've got new platforms that they have to contend with, you know, especially sites like Kick that allow better monetization for creators and streamers, and obviously they're trying to find new and different ways to allow their creators to be more of themselves, to keep people coming to the platform, right? I, however, think this is not the right way to go about it. I'm not very happy with this change at all. I think it just encourages a lot more sexual activity on the site, which I don't think is necessarily something they should be going for. I think if you want to pay for subscriptions for pornographic sites, just go to OnlyFans, alright? I think that's what it's there for. Do we really have to go onto Twitch and let kids to be able to just search up strip teases or people basically naked on stream and just let them see it? I don't know. If I was a child during that time, I certainly would be trying my best to, you know, get involved in that sort of thing. But look, obviously this is something that they want to do and it's something they're trialing out. Maybe it might not even stay. Maybe it might be something that they go back on in a couple of weeks' time. But from what I've seen in the past hour as this come through, I just don't really see what they're trying to do with this. And I will be interested to see whether they end up keeping this. Because Mordecai probably put a lot of attention on Twitch, and maybe they just kind of like that, so they're adjusting their rules a little bit. Again, this is all speculation. I'm not trying to at all say this is what Twitch are trying to do. A lot of people know that Twitch has had more favourable opinions of female streamers. They've allowed them to get away with a lot more things. Big example of that being when Alinity had to give herself a 4-day ban because Twitch, for whatever reason, would not do it despite multiple viewings of her abusing her cats and saying vile things on stream. They wouldn't ban her, right? And again, another example, when somebody decided to have full-on sex on stream, but she only got a ban for about a week, and then when she came back, she had triple the viewers. But if that was a male streamer, of course, they'd be banned for life. So it's clear that they have these biases towards female streamers, and that's absolutely to be expected, if I'm honest, because they generate more clicks, they generate more views. But to see it come through in this sort of aspect, where now they are basically changing the rules to let these kinds of things happen on their platform, especially when Twitch is a growing live streaming platform that a lot of children are going to be able to just easily look up. And it doesn't really matter if it's not on the home pages, because looking up things exists for a reason. I don't know. I don't think it's going to do very well for the platform. And if I'm honest, that's why I stream on Kick. Blatant advertisement, I know. But hey, I'd love to know what you guys think. And, you know, what do you think of these policies? Do you think they're going to last as long as they try and say that they might do? Or do you think they're going to end up going back on their word in a couple of weeks' time? I'll be interested to know your thoughts. Feel free to comment down below and let me know. And I might let me know on what you think of this kind of content, because I've never really done this sort of like drama-based content before. So I'd be interested to see what you guys think of it. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe and ring that bell. And yeah, I will speak to you later. Bye-bye.